Anticipate that Cardiel will be more relaxed this week with no one really looking over he doesn't look over his shoulder, so to speak?
Good question. I haven't really thought about it. We're just, it's a Wednesday, just getting through practice. I think, I don't want to oversimplify it. I think guys get more relaxed when they perform well in practice, because then I know they're going to be ready, and he understands the game plan. And he's done a very good job.
Sorry, do you think that went into him maybe not playing up to expectations early in the year, maybe that he wasn't quite as relaxed as he should have been on the field? Or do you think that didn't really play into it?
I think those are all good theories. Those are only, who knows? I haven't really been in, was he looking over his shoulder? And I made the comment earlier in the year, how do you play not looking over your shoulder? It's your quarterback at Ohio State. It's like playing shortstop at the Yankees. Yeah, you're looking over your shoulders. I don't know. I'm one of those ones. I believe that you get more comfortable when you perform better in practice, and he performed very well.
Far left, Bill.
Urban, I think you guys are still in the negative in turnover margin, or it's close to even right about now. I know you drill it. I know it's important. Do you feel like you guys are getting close to turning a corner maybe in terms of?
Yeah, I think the last couple games we've done better. Obviously, we started the season bad and actually finished the season a couple times. I think we had 4 in the last game. So, that is something, people ask about penalties, and as much as we'd like to be no penalties, like against, I think were we 0 against Rutgers?
Right.
One game we had 0 penalties, and you'd like to be no penalties, no turnovers, but I more worry about turnovers do happen. You'd rather them not happen. And what I try to do, and I really drill our staff about how are the fundamentals. Jalen had a problem. He's holding the ball low. I think we've, you got to continue to work on that. He's holding. The guys are fundamentally much better with the ball now.
In terms of generating them yourselves on defense, I think the interceptions are down a bit from what they were last year. Are teams attacking your secondary any differently than they were last year?
No, I don't believe so. I didn't even know we're down, and I think our guys, we're top 5 in the country in pass defense, and we're getting after quarterbacks pretty good. So.
Second row left, Lori.
Coach, JT in practice this week, have you been using him as a scout team quarterback? Has he just been working with Cardell and Braxton?
No, he's been working with Braxton, and then Joe Burrow is also a guy that's getting some quality reps.
Is Stephen your scout team Mitch Leitner?
Yes.
Far left, Matt.
How do you, Cardale's done a lot for you. You mentioned 10-0. How should he look at this unusual opportunity? Should he be thinking this is a chance to, my chance to try to make it hard on coach to take me out of the lineup? What do you want him to be thinking going in? How should he look at this opportunity, I guess?
Oh, I would imagine, I have not talked to him about this, I would imagine as a competitor and a guy that wants to play, this is a shot to be the starting quarterback because you are at Ohio State, and we'll worry about next week. But he's human and he's a competitor, so I would imagine that that's what he's doing. But we all know there's one way to do that: play well, win the game.
And also, you mentioned JT working with Braxton. What's Braxton's week been like? Has he had to take more reps?
A lot going on.
Yeah, it's a win season.
A lot going on. So yeah, he works with Tim Beck for a while, and then he goes over to H a little bit, and just busy week. Good thing is he's very natural at that position.
Second row middle, Brian.
When you face a team with an interim coach, does that change the way you prepare at all?
No, he was there, and when Coach Kill had his health issues, and he stepped right in, they did a good job. So he's been there. I did look him up, and they've been together since, I want to say, Southern Illinois, and so there'll be no change.
Do you look more at those games from 2013 when he stepped in and coached?
No, because the coordinators are still running the show, and
Bill.
Aaron Lee obviously had a breakthrough year last year. How would you describe the way he's played this year?
Playing really good. You'd have to ask Coach Fickle exactly, but I think he's playing excellent.
Can you sense that offenses and offensive coordinators are approaching him, or he's conscious of him and making sure that he doesn't make the kind of plays he made last year?
I have no idea. You mean he's not making the plays he made last year?
Well, the plays at the end of the year, the explosive plays, it seems like offenses are gearing their blocking schemes in part to...
I have no idea. I think he's playing very good. I haven't broke it down in that much detail. And, when a you blitz and the ball goes in your hands or something and you run 60 yards. I thought you were talking about those kind of plays. Yeah, those are, a lot of times those are, things work out pretty well for you. And if you play hard, good things happen.
Coach, any reaction to the playoff ranking at 3?
No, I just think those people got a tough job. I know last year this time we we're 16th, and I think everybody's kind of, at least everybody in our profession is, let's keep going, man. There's a lot of football, and how the rankings come out, I don't know. We got to worry about today was 3rd down in red zone and move forward. I didn't even address it with our team. I thought I might, but we have too much to do.
How about the Minnesota D? What do you see from them?
Minnesota defense?
Yeah.
Very good defense. Obviously, they played very passionately last week and did very well. 2 NFL corners, that's what I see. And I got my pro personnel scout, John Cooper, gave me the listings, and they're 2 NFL guys, very good players.
He consults with you each week, right?
Absolutely. High level.
Far left, Doug.
Urban, what effect, if any, have you seen on the team of JT's suspension? Just
Nothing. I think this team's been through so much that it's time to just go, and there's so much, we try to really focus on, you've heard it a million times around our power unit, and the corner's job is to play really good as a group and grade out champions. And if Braxton's taking the snaps, I'm not sure. I think they're aware of it because it was such a news story, but everybody just so focused on getting their jobs done, then I haven't felt it at all.
And you talk every week, obviously, your offense has to, do things what the defense dictates. When a defense has 2 NFL corners like that, do you throw right at them? Do you try to, how do you react when the corners are that good?
Well, I think, and they have a tendency, last week against our rivals, they played almost all 0 hole, which means they're daring you to take the shots, and we're going to stop the run at all cost. And they put those guys out there in islands, and they're very good players. So I would anticipate with Zeke that we would see some of that, and it depends if we hurt them, if they'll stay in it or not. But I think that's going to come down. That's going to be a big part of this game. Matter of fact, I know it is.
And last couple, Tim.
Yeah, Urban, with that in mind, obviously Minnesota was riding an emotional situation last week and stuff. Do you take that into account as you get ready for a game like this? It might be the other way with them, or do you just have to prepare for what you saw last week?
I think we have a tendency to get everyone's best swing, in our stadium, and nighttime in the shoe and prime time and all that. So you could see a little. I mean, there was some swing in them last week, and you'll get it again. And our kids know that. I mean, everybody we face, it's here it's the biggest game, and our guys are prepared for that.
And as you sit here, you've got a 2-time Chicago Tribune Super Football Award winner who's you're looking at now as a wild card. I mean, Tracy Claeys brought it up the other day on the Big Ten teleconference. So he's more worried about what you're going to do with him than he is with Cardale, meaning what is it? I don't know. Do you have some confidence in Braxton right now that you didn't have even 4 or 5 weeks ago of being able to use him in different ways?
Yeah, probably. I just think he's become a very functional. He can play 40 plays now, and I'm not worried about him. First 4 games, was he lining up wrong? Does he understand how to block? Does he understand to do the things a receiver in this offense has to do? But, I just not very comfortable. I just hate to think someday I'm not going to get to coach him. We've had 4 great, I guess 5 now. No, 4 great years together, and he's had an incredible week of practice. Just shows up and goes about his business.
Hey, by the way, Damon Webb was kind of working into that nickel back before he had to take his hiatus. Is he back in the swing now?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and someone said he was not suspended, by us. He did nothing wrong, so I want to make sure that it's not like he violated a team rule. He didn't do that.
But is he back in the playing picture?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's, if you remember, he had a high ankle sprain. It was 6 weeks ago, and so it's still lingering, but he practiced very well this week and worked real hard to get back at it.
Can you say why he was not available?
No.
Coach, thank you very much.
You bet. Thank you.